There are times when delivering instructions to students, it happens that we teachers feel like the knowledge we articulate does not quite accommodate their learning. We manage instructions clearly, yet learning seems to drift away. In those moments, we certainly wear the crown of knowledge mastery, but we tend to encounter a situation that our students are passive to the instructions we deliver. Well, what if there was a way to gradually shift the learning responsibility to your students so that when delivering instructions, their confidence is built in and their sense of learning accomplishment is brought up on board? That is what I'm going to share with you in this resource. I am Samuel Bukuku from Utimilifu Educate. Let's get started. Frankly, this strategy originates from Vygotsky, who is among the well-known opponents in the theories of learning. He acclaimed on the ZPD, a zone of proximal development, which basically it unveils the gap between what students can do on their own and what they can achieve with support. The scaffolding process of I do, we do, you do help us teachers manage instructions precisely, and in so doing, we effect learning to our students. It renders instructions that, over time, they empower students to build their confidence. It begins with the demand for explicit instructions on side of a teacher, and then spans to guided practice before culminating to independent practice on side of students. And here is how we can implement it when delivering instructions. A teacher, you briefly demonstrate the key concept using variety of methods. You offer the hints and show students on how to complete a task. Remember here to emphasize important aspects along the likely difficulties that students might encounter ahead on their task. At this stage, students have a relatively low responsibility. They rather have an active role to observe you attentively and gain insights on the task. The instructions then advance to the we do stage, where the ZPD and the scaffolding role of a teacher now become explicitly into play. This is a collaborative activity in which it is commended that a teacher you render differentiated instructions by offering diversified teaching strategies. Here you can combine the think, pair, share, group discussions, analyze case studies, or completing practice problems together. You need to incorporate multiple learning pathways within the activity to cater students' variety of learning interests. Use a combination of audio, video, and tactile facilities. Technology plays a vital role in this aspect. At this stage, there is a shared responsibility to all in completing the task. While a teacher you monitor and support, students have a more active role of completing the task. After that, the instruction transitions to the matured level of the you do stage. Here, students practice the task independently. As a result, a teacher consider assigning differentiated tasks that allow students to apply their learning individually. Try to offer choices in task format, difficulty level, or resource selection. Though here you still have a role to provide guide and support students, but remember, at this level, students have a matured responsibility to complete tasks independently at their own pace. When the session is about to the end, briefly recap the main takeaways of the lesson and assign extension activities by offering more related tasks or resources for students so that they complement their learning and implement further the content. Always remember, nurturing students is all about that holistic process. Imagine their minds, their hearts, and bodies as branches on the same tree, all growing together in harmony. It is all connected in a way that everything flourishes in balance. You see? That's when the magic of education unfolds human potential. Do you have any observation on this approach? Drop your comment below and let's discuss together. Consider subscribing to this channel and hit the bell to get notified for more teaching insights. Meet you in the next resource.